In the course of life, we often encounter confusing relationship knots between depth and falsity. As if at a crossroads, we grope for whether the people around us really support us or are just taking advantage of our kindness. As Marcus Aurelius said, "We have power over our thoughts, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find power." Let's explore the wisdom of Stoicism together amidst the maze of relationships, where genuine encounters are of the essence. For, in the quest for self-growth, our self-worth is not a tool for others to use, but a shield and unshakable strength. Let's face together the 7 signs someone might be using us because we deserve true and constructive relationships. 1. Derogatory comments. Sometimes it's like walking on minefields when sharing our achievements or dreams, only to be confronted with derogatory comments designed to make us doubt ourselves. As soon as we share our personal successes, they respond with dismissive words like, "Oh, that's it," or denigrate our dreams. It's like a hidden blow that can undermine our confidence. In the Stoic view, these kinds of comments offer an opportunity for reflection and resilience. Sometimes, however, constantly being exposed to condescending words can be a stepping stone to constant self-doubt. It's not just about resisting the emotion, but about understanding that patronizing comments are not a measure of our worth, but rather a reflection of the speaker's insecurities trying to dampen our success. The more we allow these words to affect us, the deeper we sink into destructive self-doubt. We deserve support and appreciation, not destructive criticism that is not constructive. 2. Betrayal. A shadow that runs rampant in relationships undetected until it eventually destroys trust. Imagine our every step in the relationship is adorned with fake smiles and fragile warmth. Beautiful promises turn into dry leaves that fall mercilessly. It's not just about the big fights, it's about the inherent daily betrayals, like the false presence of happiness and absence when we need it most. In the unspoken indecision, our confidence is shattered and self-esteem is scratched. Betrayal is a silent storm that destroys the foundation of relationships. It may seem trivial, but its impact is devastating, separating us from the peace of mind and warmth of genuine relationships. The once warm heart is chilled by the splinters of disappointment. In a silent shriek, we must choose: do we mend the cracks or build new ones wisely? Our courage will carve our direction in brightening the darkness of betrayal. 3. Making you feel guilty. In the relationship landscape, the art of intriguing manipulation is to make you feel guilty. As if paying an invisible debt, they lead you into a constant feeling of indebtedness. Every good deed is accompanied by phrases like, "After all I've done for you," or "I thought you cared about me." It's a sneaky trick that makes you feel like you have no right to say no. However, the impact goes much deeper than just holding back. Being trapped in feelings of guilt is detrimental to your mental well-being, weighing your mind down with an invisible burden. Having the right to say no is a human right, and breaking free from the trap of guilt opens the door to a more balanced and free life. Remember, kindness is not a currency to be paid back, but a genuine act done with sincerity. 4. Emotional manipulation. Emotional manipulation is like setting the stage for a show with the wrong highlights, building false expectations, and then dropping the curtain suddenly. It's an endless charade that drains vitality, leaving us trapped in a maze of feelings of fear, doubt, and loss of self. Their praise is a trap, distracting us from the truth with layers of sweetness, while their criticism is like a sharp dagger, shredding our confidence. Manipulators control the art of our feelings, playing heart-wrenching notes. The moment we realize the cheating, We are stranded in a land of disappointment, abandoned by the person who pretended to be a support, but was really just taking advantage. It's an emotional tragedy that undermines the foundation of trust and collapses inner security, leaving the ruins of a broken heart. 5. Broken promises. How often promises are made without action? Someone can flirt with beautiful words, but when the time comes to act, they vanish like a fog. This is not just a failure of communication, but a deliberate strategy of distancing. Unfaithfulness in promises is not only a sign of uncertainty, but also a lack of true engagement. When words become currency thrown around without ever being realized, it's a red flag. Stoicism teaches us to see actions as the true determinant of intentions. In a life full of fractured promises, find strength in real action. 6. Unilateral benefit. In the trajectory of relationships, crawling like a lone boat is often detrimental, where we become givers without reciprocation. It's tempting to continually give support, time, or resources, only to be met by silence when we need support. This is not just a kindness, but a clear sign that we are undervalued. Stoicism teaches the essence of mutual respect and balance in relationships. Recognize this pattern and dare to set boundaries. Don't be selfish, but respect yourself. Have honest conversations and see who is willing to adapt. Remember, in a quality relationship, the balance of give and take is the main foundation. 7. Selective availability. Have you ever felt that someone's presence is only felt in happy times, but disappears without a trace when a storm comes? It's like having a shadow that only appears when the sun is shining, but disappears when it rains. This kind of relationship is not a strong foundation, but merely a pretty sight, but lacks true substance. When that person is absent at important moments in your life, it is not only a disappointment, but also a sign that the relationship is only situational. They are there to witness your happiness, but are not willing to share the burden when you need true support. This is not a true friend, but rather someone who is content with being a spectator in your life story. Of course, it's not about ignoring shared happiness, but about keeping the relationship based on sunny moments. A true relationship exists in both sunshine and stormy darkness, forming a solid foundation of mutual support. Don't let yourself become a stage for those who only want to act when the spotlight is bright. Choose a relationship that involves not only physical presence, but also solid emotional support in every crucial moment of your life. Have fun navigating the relationship maze wisely. Remember, happiness is not just about sunny moments, but also shared strength in the midst of storms. Support yourself to choose a true relationship. Share your experiences or questions in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more explorations on life and relationships. Question for you. How do you deal with the signs of someone who is using you? Share your views. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next content.